Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful day on this Wednesday. I don't know, it's September 1st, whatever it is. You know, that's the glory of being retired. You don't have to care what day it is. There are three days we never forget. Number one, our wife's birthday. Number two, anniversary. And number three, Christmas. Well, Easter and everything else ranks right up there, but those are the big three. Anyway, 40 degrees this morning. I'm happy to be wearing a flannel shirt. I love this time of the year going into fall. It's a race to get everything done on Pantoga Road before cold weather sets in. And I've got a feeling it's going to come sooner rather than later. The leaves are beginning to change. In fact, we had to sweep quite a few of them out of our drive day before yesterday before we could seal it. Too many leaves. On the other hand, it's been a dry summer, but not a drought summer. And quite possibly that's why they were leaving so quickly. It's been nice the last several days not writing the blog. I love writing the blog, don't get me wrong. It's just been nice to take a break. Starting to get the itch to do it again, so no doubt that'll happen sooner rather than later. In Pantoga Road news, we definitely have been busy. Day before yesterday, Sargie and I sealed the driveway. It took 8.5 5-gallon buckets to do it all, and it was quite a chore. In hiking news, I'm wearing my pack this morning, and I think I've pretty well got it fine-tuned. I had a little bit of a problem trying to figure out the load lifters and adjustment straps and the waistband, and come to find out it came fit for somebody that had a 28-inch waist, and I did not realize that it was fully adjustable on the back side. The straps are always adjustable, but I thought, gosh, that kind of fits weird. And when in doubt, read the instructions. And I could reach back, adjust the waistband to my size, which in this case was 34. That's under my belly, and it fits great. And as all good packs go, most of the time when I'm wearing it, I forget that it's actually on my back. The pack, 23 pounds. That could be what it's going to be to start off with. I'm 3 pounds over, but you know, I've talked to several people, and you know, they all say go as light as possible, but do not give up all the comforts. Don't be miserable. You're better off carrying an extra pound or two. So with that in mind, 23 pounds, I guess it'll be. Add a little bit of water to that, and I'll no doubt be looking around 25. And that's okay. I'll be in shape. I can do it. This coming weekend is Labor Day weekend, and on Sunday we'll be hosting the Mighty Milligan annual Labor Day celebration. We're really looking forward to that. And that truly begins or signals the beginning of our fall. Sargie's been busy doing those things that people do in preparation for a large family gathering. Boy, she's got the house looking beautiful. And I noticed she was up late last night doing something or the other. I went to bed. I can't stay up much past 10, otherwise I turned into a pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, the giant pumpkin continues to grow by leaps and bounds. I've got to add another board for it to grow onto. Today, we had quite a large pallet type board, sign actually it was, but about the size of a pallet. I put underneath it on the 29th of July. And barely a month later now, it's outgrowing that. And I'm afraid, quite honestly, to feed it very much for fear that it'll reach out and eat me. And I wouldn't lie about something like that. Now there's something you don't see too often. I'm just coming down into Pentoga, and here's a huge cherry picker sitting on the trail from a rental place. Boy, I could use that at home for about an hour. As you can see, traffic is busy here at Pentoga. I'll be darned. I wonder what that's all about. You got to understand, things don't happen very quickly around here. So when we see a cherry picker on the snowmobile and four-wheeler trail outside of Pentoga, that's big news. United Rentals. It's 7 a.m. Do you know where your cherry picker is? This bears further investigation. Anyway, as I was saying, there it is, the mysterious cherry picker. As I was saying, I had a really nice surprise yesterday. I bought a new pump for the pond. It appeared to be getting weaker. It didn't appear to be, it was. And so 2 weeks ago, I bought a new pump that circulates about 5,000 gallons of water an hour. And holy cow, turkeys just scared the poop out of me there. Not literally. Well, there goes some more. Anyway, so I installed the new pump, and it didn't work any better than the old one, which could only mean that the 4-inch pipe that runs under the gravel filters was clogged in the pond. And how to unclog them since it's all underwater? Well, I bought a sewer auger out or snake kind of thing, and then it dawned on me that I have 40 feet of pipe, and that could have been a real problem. So I got couplers for this 4-inch pipe where it's exposed between the filters. I was going to do all this underwater, and it's a good thing I got a lot of hot air and can hold my breath for a long time, and try to route out the clog. I was just about ready to do that yesterday when I happened to look down in a deeper part, and I saw that a sandbag from one of the filters had slid down the steep side and was laying on this 4-inch flexible perforated pipe. So I put on my Scuba Steve outfit, which means I stripped down and into my undies, dove in, went down, planted both feet on the bottom, removed the sandbag. Suddenly the pump, after I got out, plugged it in, jumped to life, and we now have a wonderful spout of water, 6 to 8 inches high. It's so powerful that it actually breaks the surface, and it looks like a little fountain. So it's nice to report successes. I like that. I'm heading down towards the Brewer River now, outside of Pentoga Village. Beautiful this morning, not a cloud in the sky. Let's see, I've been communicating with my hiking partner, Pokalong. Last I heard, he was a little bit concerned. He lives in West Virginia, and the remnants of Hurricane Ida was heading his way, and he was worried about flooding in their area. He said they got hit several years ago by a flood and took quite a toll on the area and did some real damage. He also reported that he spent several days last week hiking 4 or 5 miles a day with a loaded pack and seemed to be really happy with the way that it went. So he's doing the same thing I am. We're just both a couple of old men bound and determined that we're going to give this thing our best shot. I'm loving my new shoes, the Ultra Peak, Lone Peak 5. They have a drop heel, which means they have no heel support, which puts more pressure on the arch for better arch support. They also have a very wide toe box that I absolutely love. And other than the fact that they look like clown shoes, they're perfect. My big question now is, since I'm starting in the winter, I don't think that they're going to be warm enough to keep my feet actually warm for the first few weeks. I'll try them out this fall and we'll see how that works. But I rather imagine I'll be starting off with Keens waterproof, and then once the weather warms up and I know I'm out of danger of snow, which basically is on the other side of the Smoky Mountains, I'll switch over to the Ultras. Very lightweight. They have four-wheel drive grip on the bottom, and even though they're called trail runners, they're great for hiking. We're coming up to the Brew River here. It's the border between Wisconsin and the UP. You don't know how many times I wish I lived on the other side of this bridge. We've got a crazy governor that, never mind. Not a political blog. Anyway, it's beautiful. Regardless what side of the river you live on, the Brule is the Brule. I am now in Michigan. You who have visited and gone kayaking with us certainly know this area quite well. And I am now in Wisconsin. And that'll about complete this leg of this morning's walk. I'll be heading back towards Pentoga Road. I'm getting ready to start my YouTube channel for hiking. Not done so yet. And I'll let everybody know when that happens. I think my first recording will be just a little bit about myself, why I want to hike the trail, so on and so forth. And then from there, probably the equipment I'll be taking and thoughts and comments, but it'll be just strictly about hiking. Anyway, that's coming up fairly soon. Next month, I'll start my year-long subscription to my Garmin InReach, which is the safety device I'll be using. It'll also allow you to see where I am at any given time. It'll post online tracking where I'm at. My mother would say, behind the at. Anyway, where I am at any present time, and camping for the night. That's done mostly for Sargy. Of course, Trail Boss Scotty will be in contact on a daily basis, as will Sargy and I, obviously. And then Mark and Gary and whoever else. So I'll start that subscription. It's not cheap, but it'll allow me to send and receive text regardless where I am. I won't have to depend on cell data. And mostly it's so I can keep in touch with Sargy in case she needs me, or vice versa. Oh, I'll need her. Anyway, but so I'm excited about getting the subscription going and learning how to operate the InReach and that kind of thing. So I think with all that being said, I'll end. This has been a purposely long video, mainly because I want to see how fast I can edit it once I get back home. I'm planning on making down and dirty videos for the trip. In other words, very little editing, full of where I am, hopefully lots of views, and that's about it. If I have to do much more work than that, I won't do any video and very little blogging. I got a feeling by day's end I'm going to be all done in. So, like I said, it'll be down and dirty. And anybody who knows me knows that if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. And I'm going up a hill here. Never try recording while going up a fairly good sized hill. Anyway, so I think I'll let it pass at that. End this up. Thanks for watching. And just remember, half the fun of going is getting there. Don't I look like I'm having a ball? Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.